All right, welcome back to Preserving Your Family History in Fun and Modern Ways. We're gonna cover the History Project today, which is one of my favorite tools. It is a really neat site. So here, let's get started. Let's jump over to, sorry if it's wigging out on your screen, to the History Project. So here we are. The things that I love the most about the History Project is that it's interactive and it's really shareable. It's got lots of ways to share, but like it's cool when the person comes, it's fully interactive to see it. There's a timeline, which I like. You can see an example of. There's a map, which is also interactive. There's titles, audio, photos, videos, and documents. You can put all of those things on there. So it's really all inclusive. And let's jump over there and look at it. I'll give you some more examples of it. So what we're opening now is what it would look like if I had completed a project and I was sharing it with someone, or if I share it in the middle, which is actually what I'm doing. So first off, you can have a cover, which is what I picked here, and then you have a title, and then you also get to like type a description of the project itself. This is kind of one I threw together with some of my memories that I already had gathered. So it's kind of simple, but it also shows who's contributing to it. And then one of the things I thought was kind of cool was that you can add an introduction, and you can add video or audio. So I recorded that as my intro, and I put a picture of her and I so that you could see who it was that was creating the project. And then you can look over here and you can see how many views you've had, and you can, like, people can like it there. You can download different things here. You can copy the URL, or you can share it on Facebook, Twitter, or email. And then you can click here. I can click here to edit it because I am a contributor. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and let you see a couple cool things. So the timeline I love because what you can do, it doesn't just automatically populate your photos onto the timeline. You have to actually create events, which is fine. So this one I created, it's birth and childhood. So if you scroll down, now that I clicked on that event on the timeline, there's a recap of the whole section. So I've recorded. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the details for you guys, but basically I just recorded a recap. So I had created a book of my grandma's life, and rather than redoing all the work, I wanted to make an interactive version, which is what this is, that's shareable. And that's huge about a digital story like this is that you can add to it with time as you find new things and see new things. So so I do love that. And you can add other people. They can contribute easier than, when you're making a book. So words out of the pages of the book that I made for her, and I recorded little audio clips to just kind of narrate the story. So you can see I've got my documents here in a photo. Photos, I haven't gone through and updated all of them, but I did the guess on like the date, an approximate year. It shows who uploaded it and contributed it. Something that I think is super neat is this little headphone here. And what that indicates is that there's an audio recording attached to this picture. So what I did was I had my kids take some of the quotes I had gotten when I put this book together, and this one was from her. This was a quote from her when we interviewed her about her life at one point. And so I had my daughter record it. You can hear just an example. Okay, so I won't make you listen to the whole thing, but you can see that you can attach that. You can download, then viewing this, they can download the audio if they love what it says, or if you happen to have, it's obviously better if you have the audio of that person's life, so you can then download it. So I love so many things about this site. Then you could go on and click on different events in their life and scroll down and see the different things from their events. And I love that you can continue to add to it. So there's a lot of things I love. The next thing I love, and I will admit that I do not have a perfect version yet. This is a work in progress. But if you listened to me in previous ones and added metadata, as I would have indicated, to your file before you uploaded it, then one would take the geotag or the location metadata, and it's going to populate it onto a map. And I can't remember if I have New York on here because that's where she served on her church mission. But we'll find out really fast, won't we? Yeah, so I haven't added any of the metadata from those. But if you're looking at the map and I did have that, it would show some over here on New York. But since there's not, I can click on that little thing and then it's going to populate here and it says there's 3 in downtown Salt Lake. So I click on it and it's going to pop up all those pictures that were taken there. So those are just the ones I've tagged. And then if you scroll down here, this is at her house where my mom grew up, her and I making chocolates in a memory that I had. So I added that to the timeline. And what's cool about that is that if you want to share this project with your cousins, they can upload significant times, like significant memories if they have a photo with that person. And then they can also record an audio, or if they have a video, they can do that too. So, and once again, you've got that beautiful download button. So if there's anything in this project that that person just loves and really wants of their own, they can click on that and download it. I have found very little that I don't like about this site. In fact, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, maybe just structurally. The other thing is that you can just look at all of the memories. So that's what that tab would be. These would be all the memories that I've uploaded, and then you can change the sort order. Okay, that said, let's jump over and go ahead to the edit. So if you were just coming here for the first time, you're going to go to the history project. You can see it popped up.com. I'm going to go ahead and create an account, or you're going to log in if you've already created one. So we're going to create a new one today, and I'm going to show you just a couple quick things to make it fast. So we'll just call it Olivia Jules Project. That works for me. And then click continue, and it's thinking. Okay, so when it pops up, you get to control your privacy settings. That's really important to a lot of people. So you click this privacy button. You can make it available to anyone, or anyone with the password, or you and the people you invite to collaborate. And when you click on that, it will give you the option to that will be adjusted by who these people that you tongue-tied. Add a connected not that one, I'm sorry, this one. Add invite collaborators. So if you make it so the only collaborators can see it, you have to invite them to be a collaborator in order for them to see it. And that's pretty simple too. So you click on that. Sorry, I didn't mean to. And then it will let you send them an email and invite them. And it allows you to control how much of a role they. So I like that whole concept. So let's hop back over to the project. Sorry, I right-clicked. And we will keep going on this editing. So you can add a project to be kind of like the photo that's always going to show up at the beginning. Add the project description, which is just that text that showed up at the beginning. You can add an introduction, and the introduction can be a video or it can be an audio with a photo, which you saw in mine was what mine was. You can also do then you can scroll down here and start adding to your project. So if you've already organized it and you've got an album already created, go ahead and just upload the entire album and then sort it into events. Here, you can see here that you can either do Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, or Google. This is connecting to Google Drive, so it's a little different than when it connects to Google Photos, but you can still access all your photos there. We're just going to use ones off my computer really fast, just in the interest of time. So I'm going to click these 4, and I'm going to click open, and they're going to upload real quick. And then as those upload, it's going to pull also all the metadata if I've taken the time to make some of those changes. Now I'm using ones that I'm using for my class as an example, so the metadata is not going to be updated because that's what we're going to do in class. So once they're updated, all you have to do to edit them or add audio or any of the things that I've shown you is click that edit button. You can change the title, you can change the year and the date, you can add a location so that'll populate on that map. So let's do that so you can see Parowan, and I like that it pops up. Description, during filming, along Mohawk, which is their claim to fame. Yeah, we're not going to add that. Okay, and then here's the event. So on that timeline that you saw in the events, you could create an event here. There's another place that you could do it if you wanted to. We'll do it really quick so you can see. We'll call it childhood. I honestly don't remember what year it was, but 38, we'll say. And you could put like the exact month and stuff, but if you don't know it, which 90% of the time I don't, I just put the year, and that's close enough. So that one has been added to something. Now you can do the same thing with this one, but let's add it to teen. Let's create an event called teenage years. And I'm totally going off the cuff right now because I honestly don't remember what year he was born off the top of my head, but we'll just throw one in. Okay, and I could add a title, and let's actually add a location too. We'll say this is in Salt Lake, even though it's not, because, oh, tag it, wouldn't it? Salt Lake City. But just so you can see how it works. County. And then if I wanted to add an audio, I would just record it right there, or if I've already recorded it previously, select it from there. You can rotate too, so don't forget that. And then the tags can be fun if you have specific tags that you want. But once again, if you did it before, it will automatically put that information on there. And then this one, of course, would be added to the event wedding because that's what it is. So, oh, I'm going to be way off on date. I'm just not even going to put a date, see if it'll let me. Okay, 19, we'll just say 48. I honestly don't know. Okay. Now I've edited a couple of those. I'm not going to do them all right now because, you know, I'll come back. I've got my whole life to work on this project. So you can sort. I like this sort option because you can't do that on Windows. Mac people have that luxury, but you can change the order just by dragging and dropping, which is really nice. And then the order that'll pop up on in general. So the other way you can add events is by clicking on that timeline button that I just clicked on. We were on the memories page, now we're on timeline. And you can create a new event if you would like. What you can do after you do that is you can, let's see, adult or children, I don't know, we're just gonna, it doesn't matter, we'll just, 55, okay, create the event. And then you could go into that children one and you could add the memories from there and upload a photo. Does that make sense? So it's pretty simple. Okay, that's just doing it so you can get that example. I don't want to take too much time uploading. And it's not even going to fit really in that event. Okay, go back. Now that we've got that, now if we look at our timeline, we can edit from that angle, add new memories. You can hit this and you can add a voice note to the entire event. That's how I did that. And you can choose an event cover, which is cool. Okay, so those are the kind of new things. Now this is what I want to point out is this connect this event to a project. So if I've created a project of my grandparents' wedding, I don't have to recreate it again in here. I can come in here and I can click, we're just going to click this trial project and we're going to click connect it. And then it is going to automatically connect that to that event. And then that way you don't have to recreate things. And I like that because sometimes it's easier to bite it off one little tiny piece of their life at a time rather than a big, huge project. There's another place that you can add a connected project, and that would add it to the entire project instead of just one event. So you can see like that. So now it's connected. And then let's show you what that does. So if I clicked on view project here, it's going to show that Grandma Chat's life is also connected to this project. And then oh, that one did upload. I didn't think it was going to. So yeah, and then you could see here, I can't remember if it connected it, but so back to, you can download that, you can like it. I love all those options. You can go in, you can update it as you learn more and as you get more. So there's not a lot that I don't love about this program. Honestly, I think it is just a fantastic program, and it's free, so you can't beat that. So please go try it out. Give it a whirl and see if you love it. I recommend it. So, all right. I hope that helped, and we'll see if I can figure out how to turn off this Hangout. All right. Have a great day.